Briefly, swap transplantation is a type of paired organ donation in which the donors are interchanged to match the respective recipient's blood group. Without much ado, I shall share the actual course of events of the swap transplant that we performed at Virinchi Hospital in coordination with Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences. Our patient, Mr. Sandeep Bhatnagar, he's from Chhattisgarh, and apart from being the head of his family, he's a principal at a school in Chhattisgarh. He's blessed to have two children, with wife being Mrs. Indu Bhatnagar and two children, Sankalp and Shrishti. Unfortunately, he was diagnosed to have end-stage kidney disease in March 2022 and was initiated on maintenance hemodialysis. They were referred to Virinchi Hospital for expert management, given our reputation in the field of kidney transplantation. The family was counseled about the available universal treatment for his illness, that is, lifelong dialysis or kidney transplant. His wife, Mrs. Induji, being his strongest voluntary support, voluntarily stepped forward for kidney donation. But there was a twist in the course of events. Mr. Sandeep's blood group was B positive, while Mrs. Indu's blood group was A positive. And because this being a high risk transplantation, we had to counsel them for a swap kidney transplant. Also, our patient, Mr. Sandeep, has a diabetic brother, so kidney donation was out of question for him. So, after reaching out to Dr. Sridhar sir and team, a couple with the wife being B positive and husband suffering from kidney disease being A positive were willing for swap donation and transplantation. The other couple is Mrs. Varalakshmi and Mrs. Hanmantu. They are from Telangana. So this is a brief clip of our protocol of a transplant meet at Virinchi Hospital for medical legal purposes.
These are the two prospective swap pairs, starting with from Chhattisgarh, Sandeep Bhatnagar and his wife Indu Bhatnagar. Their relationship has been proved by doing a triangulation with the HLA with their son, and the Form 5 has been issued. Similarly, this is Harmantu from Nagar and his wife Varalakshmi, and so their relationship of husband and wife has been confirmed by doing a HLA triangulation with their son. The surgery will happen at the same time and at the same stage. And
knowing that a swap transplant is possible in this case was just the start. Since this was an interstate swap, both the couples had to undergo multiple medical legal formalities with the respective states. Now, specifying about our patient, he approached Chhattisgarh Medical Authority in August 2022. After getting permission and no objection certificate from them, he approached the Telangana DME in November 2022. While all this was happening, he continued to undergo thrice weekly hemodialysis and transplant workup. We had a meeting at Virinchi Hospital with both the couples who were explained the process of swap transplantation, followed by one more at KIMS. So the video which we saw, this was also the same meet had happened at KIMS Hospital. So finally, after a series of meetings, paperwork, official medical legal documentation, swap kidney transplantation was done on 9th December 2022. This is the paperwork that we got. The one on the right is from Government of Telangana, and this one on the one on the left of your screen is from Chhattisgarh. So moving on, the swap donor, Mrs. Varalakshmi, who was B positive, underwent donor surgery and her kidney was transplanted to Mr. Sandeep Bhatnagar at Virinchi Hospital, while Mrs. Indu Bhatnagar, who is A positive, donated her kidney to Mr. C.G. Hanmantu at KIMS Hospital. This is a brief video of how we synchronized and coordinated the surgeries through a Zoom video call. Yeah. So we coordinated this transplant in sync with doctors from KIMS Hospital. A total of 4 surgeries happened on 9th of December, 2 in Virinchi and 2 at KIMS. They were all well coordinated in real time through a Zoom video call. Donor surgery began at 9 a.m. and ended around 2 p.m. while recipient surgery began at 10:30 a.m. and ended at 3:30 p.m. The crucial steps in the four surgeries have to be coordinated in real time carefully using virtual platforms to ensure that donor reneging, that is, donors should not refuse to donate if one kidney transplantation happens at one time. For example, if we proceeded with one pair first, there is a possibility that the other pair or the other donor might withdraw from his approval to donate the kidney to the recipient. So this is an essential and important step. That's what makes this transplant a unique one. We faced quite a few challenges while managing this case technically and medically, but the end result has been great. Both the patients have excellent graft function. What needs to be emphasized here is the immense amount of trust Mr. Bhatnagar's family had in us, the positive approach and the support they continue to have in us, and they receive continual support from our hospital as well. So these are the pictures of Mr. Bhatnagar post-transplant, and this is on his discharge. To conclude, the success of swab transplant is a very dynamic and multifactorial process. I'd like to conclude that it's very important to understand that swab transplant definitely helps widen the donor pool and should be promoted and encouraged in public awareness programs. Thank you.